Well, look at that. I didn't have my title screen on. But hello, welcome. Just sounds on. Streaming Noob Discoveries here. We finished Dragon Age Origins yesterday, which means we got a new game. Well, generally we would be taking a break between games, but I kind of just wanted to dive into this. I mean, this type of game. It's not a complicated game. It's not a stressful game. It's gonna be a chill kind of game, I think. Just, you know, solving riddles and puzzles and stuff, and catching people in lies and making sure they go to jail for all the bad stuff they did. So I've played this game before on the Nintendo DS. So this is way before even the 3DS came out, and I think it was even before the large 2DS came out. So I really like the games. It came out, it was ported to the PC. Steam had it on sale, had to pick it up. I just had to. And we're gonna play it, you know, and it's gonna be, obviously it's a big jump from the RPG we played with dragons, and we're just, I mean, there's actually no character control at all. There's looking for clues, there's figuring out the story with what happened with the, it's kind of like CSI. So we have a crime, we need to solve the crime, and I mean, we are a lawyer, but it's almost like we're a detective at the same time. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with it, you know, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would suggest you pick it up. But I mean, obviously, watch the gameplay if it doesn't appeal to you. I mean, this is vastly different from RPGs and roguelikes and all those other games we've played so far. But I think this is going to, and this is 3 games. It should be the trilogy. Yeah. There's actually 5 or 6 games, but the ones after the trilogy don't involve. So Phoenix Wright is the main character of these trilogies, and then the ones later on, you actually change characters to some of the side characters that you meet in the original trilogy. So they're not quite Phoenix Wright, but they are part of the Ace Attorney series, let's say. All right, let's get into it. Episode 1, and I think each game has two or 3 cases you have to solve. And I mean, it's been a long time since I've played these, so I don't really remember how they get solved. It's almost a bit blank slate, me going into this game that way. I mean, I wouldn't play it if I already knew all the answers. That's kind of no fun. I'm not gonna lie though, if I see it, it might, what do I want to say? It might bring up memories, but I honestly don't remember like the details of the game. So all the games, they start with a crime scene. I think, why is this text just scrolling? I should be like clicking through the text, but it's automatically scrolling. Hopefully you guys can read it fast enough. I'll change it though. So what? He killed that guy? That lady, rather. Let me see. Can I change it? Oh, I gotta go. What is it? Text skip. Off? Adjust text skip settings. Single box skip? Full auto skip? Okay, boy, am I nervous. Right. Ooh, hiya, Chief. I don't think that's very professional lawyer attire, though. Got the V-neck hanging a little low there. I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on murder trial right off the bat. Says a lot about you and your client as well. So I think we just like got promoted to an actual lawyer. Like before, I think we're just like a paralegal doing all the back paper stuff. But now we're actually going to be a prosecutor or defendant. I don't know. A favor? You mean you do the defendant for this case? I kind of owe him my current job. My current job to him. Am I blocking? No. I'm blocking the name. Hold on. I'll move my face just a smidge. Oh. That's news to me. Mia and Phoenix. I want to help him out any way I can. Just really want to help him. I don't owe him that much. It's over. So dramatic. And there's, I mean, there's no voice dialogue in this game, so it's all text. I don't know if I'll read everything, just because there's a lot of stuff to read. Maybe it's better. You know what? I'll read everything. I mean, a lot of people like to lurk. This is not really a game that you can lurk with, kind of, though. Because... No, actually, I guess you can. Because with all the text boxes, and I'll be reading it out loud, you guys can kind of get the gist of what's going on. Anyway, is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Butts. Wait, Butts? Who the hell named their kid Butts? That's horrible. Nick, hey. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Wait, tell them I'm guilty. What? Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. Okay, so we're a defendant. We're not a prosecutor. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Can't live in a world without her. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Hey, Batman. How you doing, Batman? Long time no see? How's school going? You still in school? Or did school let out for the summer? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. Person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspapers say it was you. What? My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. First case is a fairly simple one. Oh, she did. Young woman was killed in her apartment. It's good? You're still in school though? Oh, but summer's here. You should get a break. And then do whatever high schoolers do. Wait, are you in high school yet? Do whatever people in school do. I don't even know what I would do with like a whole summer off. Watch TV, play video games. I couldn't go out because I wouldn't have money, but yeah. A young woman is killed in her apartment. Guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. So are you like getting into the... You have to take finals or something like that? Oh, don't worry, it's late, I know. Thanks for checking in. Good to see you. Hello, take care. Hopefully I can see you around again. But you know, life comes first. Stay safe. Check you later, Batman. Oh yeah, I mean, let me know when you stream too, because I only caught that one stream. When you played Fortnite, right? I want to see when you play Fortnite again. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Well, I mean, he ain't wrong. You only have one more test? Alright, well, good luck on the test. Study hard, don't stress. And if, when in doubt, just guess. Better to have an answer than not have an answer. But no, thanks for coming by. Thanks for saying hello. Good to see you. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Wait, he's a lawyer at 23. Damn. That's pretty good, I would think, right? Doesn't law school take... I mean, you have to graduate and then get into law school. And that's still like another, what, 2-3 years? And he's only 23? Genius. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. Look at him crying. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. He said he knew him for 23. Oh, not... Okay. Touche, J. Kiski. Reading comprehension skills. That is absolutely true. I mean, I don't think they're that old though, because they don't look that old. And that's just what I'm going to do. How you doing, Jay Kiski? Have you played these games before? These are good games. Assuming you like puzzles and mysteries and solving cases and stuff like that. They're pretty good. I like them. Are you ready for the weekend? I hope so. Haven't played them? Okay, cool, cool. I mean, you'll see what it's about. Maybe it's not your cup of tea. Maybe you'll leave the stream forever because I'm playing junky games. But no, I mean, they're simple games. It's just like a murder mystery kind of thing, and you gotta catch the right person. So it's simple. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
Prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Wow, they really cleaned it up though, because this was made for the DS initially, I think. I don't know. It came out in Japan first. I mean, this is a Japanese game. And they, you know, they translated it and everything for the US. But I think, yeah, the original console is the Nintendo DS. Ahem. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Wait, is that part of courtroom procedure? I wouldn't think so, but hey, let's not be too technical about that. It's a video game. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. Well, I could actually get this wrong. Larry Butts. Defendant. Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. I got my hand, like, rubbing my cheek like I don't know. I mean... What is this? What is this? Lawyer grade school? Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name? Ooh, I got court records. Time of death. Cause I don't have... Oh, Cindy. Okay. I have to remember there is a... Oh, as you can see, there's a, like, evidence inventory kind of thing that will help us solve the cases too. So... Alright. What is the victim's name? Glad I read the case report. I mean, this is kind of a tutorial in a sense. And that's what it's going on. It's, wait, uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank. And this is like our mentor.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name.
Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. Just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel migraine coming on. Look, the victim name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it out anytime.
Okay, this is pretty much a trick try. Mr. Wright, who is the victim of this? Oi. Oh, Cinder Block. I thought that said Cindy Block. I was like, whoops. Cindy Stone. Victim's name is Cindy Stone. This guy keeps saying, he's gotta have more confidence, you know? He's like unsure of everything. Tell me, what was cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Struck once by blunt object. Correct. Answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Well done. I mean, can you make that face? is that out of luck? I mean, I don't quite have this. I mean, it's hot. I'm sweating. Well, I'm not really sweating, but easy. First question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
You know, there's a lot of characters in this game. I don't know if I want to change voices for each one. And it might just annoy you guys anyway. So I think I'm just going to read the text as opposed to make voices for it. I thought it'd be fun making the voices. But when I rethink about how many different characters there are, they're probably just going to start overlapping at one point. So, I see the court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court. And I mean, it's a pretty simple game because like it's not like there's a lot of description to the evidence. Rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. Evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. It's tab to check. Mr. Payne, prostitution. Whoops, Freudian slip. Mr. Payne, prosecution may call his first witness. Calls defendant Mr. Butts. Make like a Butts and get out of here. Chief, what do I do now? You don't want to miss any information. It might help your client's case. Get your chance to respond to the prosecution later. Be ready. Yeah. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? I hate how they, and this is actually a lawyer thing, right? To kind of ask in a negative response. Because sometimes people don't really understand the question right, and then they answer incorrectly. Or they answer in a way that the lawyer wants them to answer, but the person on the stand didn't mean. Is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? We got dumped. We were great together. Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? Everyone died. She wasn't dumped, she just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. So she ghosted you. What's a tear? What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other, well, yeah. I don't know, maybe they had, maybe they weren't exclusive. That doesn't mean you're dumped, right? She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. Lies, all of it lies, don't believe a word. Donna, victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Apparently arrived home 7:30, July 30. Day before the murder. Passport added to the court. She appears to have returned today. Dude, no way. Victim was a model, did not have a large income. Small time model. Appears that she had several, what? Sugar daddies. Hey. Is this game PG rated? I don't know. I want to have sugar daddies in a PG rated game. Daddy sugar. Older man. Gave her money and gifts. Took their money, used this to support the lifestyle. Dude, it's clear to see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Liar has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Wait, should I stop him? Wait, well, that's like doing the objection. That's not a... well... objection! No, it's not. My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. The question is irrelevant to this case. That is true, right? I mean, he's asking... like, what he thought of her seeing other men. Which doesn't have anything to do with him killing the woman. Well, I guess he's... but the guy's kind of like... the prosecutor is... trying to establish motive? That cheat and she-dog. Oh. I don't know. It would be the judge's call to say whether the guy had to answer or not, though. But he's talking anyway, so... he's an idiot. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop it. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. There you go. That's quite. This is not looking good. Next question. Went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, and maybe I didn't. Stupid. Have him answer honestly. I mean, he can't lie, right? He's under oath. Well, Mr. Butts. The defendant is lying. Wait, how is he lying? Prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Simplifies the matter as your witness. Man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. That's... You know, I've actually always had a problem with witness testimony. Like, everyone has... Like, there's only... I mean, it's very rare that someone has, like, super photographic memory. And even then, it's still a he said, she said. Like, even if this witness did see Butts leave the apartment, I mean, what's to say that witness is lying? Or, you know, right? Like, there's no proof to say anyone in being interviewed in the court is lying. And that's always something I found. Like, I guess if you had enough people say the same thing, but even then, it's like, I mean, someone could get all the people together and tell them to say the same story. You know, it's like one of those things. If you ask 5 people to watch the same thing, and then you tell them to say what they saw, they're gonna say 5 different things. You know? I mean, that's obviously a simplified version of it, but everyone has different kind of perceptions of things, right? Saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Mr. Payne, prosecution may call its witness. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's home. Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Dude, look at this guy. He's pretty slimy looking. Sell newspaper subscription, is this correct? Wait, was this the guy in the beginning? I don't even remember at this point. He was, right? No. Newspapers. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Going door to door, selling subscriptions, saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Okay, so guys, take notes. Help me out. Because I know I'm going to get wrong stuff. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Well, how do you know she's dead? By just looking at her. Crowd and fright, found myself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police immediately. Phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park, found a public phone. Wait. Went inside the apartment. Remember the time, it was 1 p.m. Man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Why didn't you tell the truth? Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Wow, very, very coincidental. Yeah, actually, phones are supposed to work during a power outage. They actually draw power from the landline. Assuming you have a landline phone. Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. Oh, okay. Phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor. Record of the blackout for your perusal. Out from noon to 6 p.m. And the guy said he saw him at what, 1 o'clock? Okay. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright. This is where we get, like, the truth. Or part of it. What exactly am I supposed to do? Wait. This guy is a lawyer and he doesn't know what a cross-examination is. Like, how did he pass the bar? Explores the lies in testimony. the witness just gave. Okay, remember all the information we were presented with. He was lying? Client is innocent, then witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? Hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness' testimony to the evidence at hand. Found to be a contradiction. Find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. What is that? Is that a jet? Once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay, well, let's look at the evidence. What we got so far? Okay, autopsy 4 to 5 p.m. on the 31st. Loss of blood due to trauma. Statue, heavy. Arrived home from Paris, 7:30, day before the murder. And electricity, the building out from noon to 6. Okay. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open. I looked inside the apartment. I saw her lying there. A woman not moving, dead. So you see our options on the bottom of the dialogue. We have a press and a present. Present is when we have to present evidence that contradicts the testimony. And then press is when we have him on the ropes, we kind of keep pushing him so he like the witness kind of blabs something he's not supposed to blab. Quelled in fright, found myself unable to go inside. Thought to call the police. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. He just said he didn't go inside, but he said the phone wasn't working. I'm gonna try and press this. But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Exactly. I can explain. There's a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. Reached inside and tried using that to call. Phone wasn't working. Went to a nearby park. Found a public phone. 1 p.m. Wait. Wait. Noon to 6. 1 p.m. Okay. No, nothing's okay. We're okay here. Man who ran was without a doubt the defendant. Time of death was 45. Oh! JK. Thought I was gonna be sitting here. You might solve this. You might, you know. I mean, you've generally been a lot more attentive to things than I have. I mean, you've always pointed out stuff to me in game, so this is probably gonna be a piece of cake for you. But no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, but don't worry. No, help me solve these. It'll be fine. But you're absolutely right. 4 to 5. And he said 1 p.m. Absolutely wrong. Okay, must be in a left. Strange. Quelled in fright. Called the police. Okay, 1 p.m. And we're gonna present the autopsy. Oh, no. Time of death. Nice, good catch though. Very good catch, J. Kiski. Found the body at 1 p.m. for certain. Find that hard to believe. Statement directly contradicts autopsy report. Notes the time of death sometime after 4. No body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, we got him out of the ropes. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. Yeah, but why would he say the time? Exactly. Find it hard to believe. Good going, Judge. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1? That's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Point out contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Remember now, would you care to give your testimony again? Okay, he's gonna change his stuff now. Gotta catch him again. When I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time is probably coming from the television. There's no power. We can already say that's bogus because there's no power. But it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. So I thought it was 1 PM. Terribly sorry. Well, we already got that. This is easy. This one was easy. But again, I think this is kind of like a tutorial for how the other cases are gonna be. And I think there's 3 cases per game, and not 2, but 3. So there was a voice saying it was probably coming from the television. Okay, I'm gonna present electricity. Okay, prosecution said there was a blackout at time of the discovery. Record proves it. Couldn't have heard a television. Oh look, wait, was he wearing a wig? Did you see his toupee pop up? Well, defense has a point. Have an explanation, Sawit. I find it quite puzzling myself. The murder victim was watching TV from a generator. Oh, excuse me. Wait, I remember now. Court would prefer to hear accurate testimony from the very beginning. And I mean, this is actually goes to show why witness testimony is so... I think it's just really weak in the court of law. But but the court recognizes it as evidence. But, you know, not just lying, but people just don't remember as accurately as they think they do, you know? Court would prefer to hear accurate testimony. Constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies. It must have been a shock finding the body. Let's hear your test. Okay, let's go. We got him on the ropes, boys. Hear the time. I didn't hear the time, I saw it. There's a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't... Wait, what? There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there. Oh, is that supposed to be a question mark? Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Wait. We already know the murder weapon is the statue. Right? I don't know, let's go through the whole testimony first. Was it specified that the statue was the weapon? I don't... Must have been what I saw. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Never mind. Oh, we couldn't present anything anyway. Murder weapon. Killer used it to hit the victim. So, present statue. Murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was a statue. How's that supposed to be a clock? I like the music. We got him. We got him. Just who do you think you are? Answer the question, Mr. Sawit. I saw it there. That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Mr. Payne, as the witness stated, statue is indeed a clock. Neck is a switch. You just tilt it. It says the time. Yeah, but it says the time. It doesn't show the time, right? As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Wait, what? Murder weapon was a table clock act. That's kind of a flimsy excuse. What? Witness's testimony was, I mean, technically it was correct, yes. Do we have problems with his testimony? I guess not. From this point. Oh, I guess we're supposed to find something. I mean, the game makes it kind of easy. It tells us when we're wrong. That clock doesn't look like a clock at all. You wouldn't have heard it without touching the statue. Ah, look, that's what she just said. He never entered the apartment. Oh, that's right. Damn, J-Keys, you're paying way better attention than I am. Only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Witness testified he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. Huh. That was the sound. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue. Why did he kill her anyway? Mr. Sawit, sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. Voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? All baseless. Conjecture. Baseless. Look at the witness's face. That's still not proof. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never. The clock? Oi! he really was wearing a toupee. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn to death. Burn. Give him death. Order in the court. A moment, please. Isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. We still have to prove. I mean, yeah, us saying it doesn't make it true. Like, it's a lot of circumstantial evidence. There's no evidence he was the one who killed her. He claimed the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Certainly is a strange way to announce the time. He is the thinker after all. What are the conclusions? Can you tell me what time it is now? 11:20. Oh, it's the time difference too, right? That's why he had 1 o'clock. As you can see, clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. While it may seem like this clock is running 3 hours slow, proves nothing. I mean, she came from Paris, right? How do you know it's running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. How can I prove it was running slow on the day of the murder? Seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim. Cannot indict the witness, unfortunately. There has to be more. I don't think we just lose. You can lose this game by bringing bringing up, like, you kind of get like 3 strikes to make mistakes in the cross-examination part. And if you mess up too many times, whoever gets convicted or gets let go, and that can like end the game and you have to start over. I mean, it auto-saves, so it would only start over from like the beginning of the case, but you can get make errors when you're playing the game. Come all the way down your test file. Look what happens. Look at his bald head. Treat me like a criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. Nothing I can do. Not so fast. Wait, she knows? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Why was the clock 3 hours slow? Cause she just came from Paris. Maybe, right? Not to say Paris is 3 hours. I don't even know where she came from. Or, well, we know she came from Paris, but we don't know. Does she live 3 hours time difference? Yes? No, exactly. That's the whole point. I think it's supposed to be based in Japan. Okay, well, let's check. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of though. Apparently arrived home from Paris. I mean, that's like halfway across the world. You'd probably still be in Europe if you were 3 hours ahead. But I don't think the game is that literal. I mean, I don't want to assume we're in Japan. Okay, I'm gonna say yes. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Would be Western Russia or Middle East. Yeah, it's not that different. But see, there is a piece of evidence that can prove my claim. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, that she just came home, so she didn't reset her clocks. Oh wait, or does the electric... Okay, we're assuming the clock isn't plugged in. No, the clock would say the right time, even if power was out. So it's not the blackout record. I think it's the passport. Well, I'm gonna try it. Has to run with batteries. It can be lifted up and still work. Right. Victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we know, the time difference is 9 hours. Okay. Is that right? Japan is 9 hours? When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. Oh, okay. Clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. Victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. Which is kind of weird, because why would she bring that clock with her and change the time? Right? That's kind of like the worst clock to bring with you on a trip. Unless she bought it in Paris and it had the time in Paris and that's when she brought it home. That's a possibility. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? fainted. Case has certainly turned out differently than expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and taken away. So it's 9 hours difference. Because, I guess, yeah, the clock didn't say AM or PM. It just said the time, right? Very well, Mr. Wright. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. At this point, only formality, but court finds the defendant, Larry Butts, not guilty. Yay! So, I mean, that's pretty much the game. With that, the court is adjourned. I mean, that's pretty much the game. And you have different scenarios that come up and we have to solve it. And there's a little... This was a kind of a tutorial run. There is a certain part in the game where we actually have to look for evidence or clues and go to the scene of the crime. But you'll see what I mean. I think that's in these games. It turns out Frank Sawit was a common burglar, posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. Larry went to her apartment. Victim wasn't home. After he left, Sawit let himself in, did his dirty work. While he was searching, victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object and smacked. Ooh, we won. We won. Good job. Congratulations. Thanks. Well, I mean, this game might not be for everyone, but I like the puzzle part of it. So, I mean, I think that's why I enjoy these games. Hey, Cornelius. This is called Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And it's pretty much we're a lawyer and we have to solve cases. So it's a puzzle game. It's a quiz puzzle game kind of thing. It's simple though. It's a simple kind of game. We just did our first case. Imagine how my life is over. You're supposed to. Well, I mean, his ex-girlfriend. How you doing, Cornelius? Though, thanks for stopping. Were you here yesterday? You missed us killing the archdemon in Dragon Age. We killed another dragon. It got really close too. We only had 2 people left alive, and neither of them were healers. But yeah, we killed it and we beat the game. But we have like 5 DLCs we could play too. So I'm not. Maybe I'll go back to it. I'm not sure. Oh, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong? Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone. Was he gonna kill himself because his girlfriend died? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much. I mean, you could watch the VOD if you really wanted to. But yeah, there's a clip. I mean, it's how long's the fight? Maybe like 5 minutes. But it was good. The game was good. I liked it. I actually hosted someone who was playing Dragon Age Inquisition afterwards, and Inquisition looks, well, the combat looks a bit different. Looks a lot smoother. So I am leaning towards trying to get the sequels to play those later on. But I don't think Steam has them on sale, so I'm gonna have to pick them up from somewhere else. But yeah, I mean, even though I didn't like the combat I wasn't fond of the combat in Dragon Age Origins. You know, it was still a good game, and I think I want to play the sequels. Don't worry about me, I'll be dead and gone. You're innocent, case is closed, but his girlfriend's dead. Cindy Windy's gone. Oh, she was a sugar baby. Congratulations, Harry. Harry. Wait, isn't his name Larry? Oh yeah? Well, I mean, it was my first playthrough too. It was good, but just had some clunkiness with the combat, I think. I hear the third one is polished a lot. Well, I mean, the third one's definitely not as old, so I think it's a bit better than the first two. And I heard the second one is kind of rushed. Well, was like while it was in development, it was kind of rushed, so it kind of ended. It wasn't fully finished when it came out, is what I heard the problem with the second one was. But yeah, I mean, it was a good RPG if you like that kind of combat style. Hey, Gamer Elites. How you doing, Gamer Elites? What's up? You hydrating before bed, I hope. Harry Butt's innocent. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. She didn't do anything. Exactly. I was the one who helped you. What's up, Gamer Elite? Wait, take... Isn't that the murder weapon? We wouldn't... Why would we have it? Wasn't this the evidence? Exactly. I made this clock for her. Oh, wait. I made one for her and one for me. See, that doesn't... There's actually a loophole in this. Why would she change the time on her clock at home when she left to travel somewhere else, right? That makes no sense. I understand if it was like a wristwatch or something she bought in Paris, but this guy apparently made it, so why would he have the wrong time on it? Just got a bottle of water out of the fridge. Good man. Good man. You ready for the weekend? Oh wait, you work on the weekends, yeah? Oh damn, that sucks. Never mind. Really? You made this? Oh, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? So into that chick. And she was just playing me for... Yeah, she was gold digger. She take money. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry. Are you sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Wait, what? Wait, you don't gotta sympathize with me? Really? Wait. Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt? How would I have anything? You gotta work? Messing with the PC all day, prepping... Oh, nice! Oh man, nice! Very nice. Kinda exciting. I'm gonna get into the PC streaming. I hope you picked up a dynamic mic. It's a little better as far as ambient noise is concerned. I actually the mic I'm using is a condenser, which kind of picks up all kinds of stuff. I plan to buy a dynamic mic soonish, so you guys don't hear like the highway so often as you guys hear it. But no, good luck. Good luck. Hopefully get all the audios and the visuals all set up. It's a little tricky to set up, but you know, that's pretty cool. Especially because you got that gaming PC. It's been a while since you got that new computer too, right? Oh, you have a blue snowball too. Nice. Nice. I mean, if you have a condenser mic, you just gotta what is it called? There's like, depending on the stream software you use, you can use noise gate, and so at least below a certain threshold, it's not gonna pick up, and it'll only activate when you talk, yeah, or if the noise is really loud. But it helps a little bit at least. Spent a few hours tonight doing it. I have a side Twitch channel. I used to go live with. Oh, cool. I remember there was like a test stream, Twitch stream that you could use, but I forgot what it was. But yeah, it takes some tweaking, you know, especially because you don't want your audio too soft or too loud, obviously. Wait, what the heck is she talking about? And why would I have the evidence? Why would I still have the evidence? Wouldn't that be kept by the courts? Well, she still has the statue, so that means she... Right? She still had the statue. Oh. Proof positive you weren't just some chump. What about the clock? She still had it. You made it. Took it with her. Oh, she did take it with her. Okay, that makes sense now. There's no loophole in the game. I was wondering why. She took it with her when she traveled. Probably just needed a clock. I think so. It's pretty heavy to take trout. Yeah, it is, yeah. Make of it what you will. Easier to just go live on the channel and check it myself. I did. I finished it yesterday. Killed the final boss was a dragon. We killed it. Barely. Actually, I only had two party members alive at the end. But, you know, we survived. We managed it. It was a fun game. I liked it. I liked it. And as far as old as the game was, it held up. It held up pretty well. And the game, I like the game good enough that I might try pick up the sequels if possible. I can't wait till you stream on your PC. Hopefully I can see it live. Hey Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? Hope that made him feel better. I hope you see the importance of evidence. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look. People too never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to... Oh, that was a helicopter. What the heck? Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. That's so feel good. How about dinner? On me. Hell yeah, we want a case. Innocent butts. Are butts innocent? Speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Do you keep a lineup of games you're planning to play in the near future? I don't have a list, if that's what you're asking. I have, like in Steam, you have a library. And it's just kind of like my games in the library. And I buy the games that I'm interested in playing, and then I decide what I want to play as, you know, I figure it out from game to game. So like for Dragon Age, I'm like, oh, I want to play Dragon Age, and then as I play Dragon Age, when I get towards the end, I think about what I'll play next. But there's no list. I don't have a lineup. No, it's just kind of what I feel like playing. But the main thing is to play games, you know, that I haven't played before. Which is, well, not exactly true because I've played this game before. So, but I will start branching out into stuff I like to play too. Eventually, I do plan to play like older, like PlayStation 1 games. You're saying part of why you became a lawyer is him? Yeah, part of it. Have to tell me more about it over drinks. Ooh, wait, is she hitting on me? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back. Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the... Wait, we just did this for free? I have a bunch of indie game codes I'm saving for Judge to redeem so he can play them. Ah, nice. Oh, that's really nice. I didn't. But yeah, there's also, you know, a lot of games. I try to watch streamers that play games I'm interested in, and if it looks good, I'll pick those up and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a never-ending list of games that I'll have to play. Oh yeah, emulators, they've gotten a lot better with emulator technology. As far as I know, you just download the program, get the ROMs, and that's it. And then it loads up. It's like a program. You open a file, you load the game, and it's pretty simple. It's not too difficult. It's not too difficult to set up. I mean, I don't know. They have emulators for PS2 too. I don't know if they have one for PS3 though. And I don't know if I've ever seen one for Xbox. Oh, that'd be so fun to play Xbox, like NBA Street and NFL Street. Those games were so fun. I would love to play those games again. Oh yeah, Apex. Oh, that's right. Did you find me? Mail, mail. Got mail. Wait, what is this for? Invite friend. Did you send me one? I don't see it. Oh yeah, for sure. Tons of PS2 games too. Add a friend. Can I add a friend? Quick invite. Search by profile name. Are you Gamer Elite? I see a Gamer Elite. There's a bunch of Gamer Elites actually. Oh. I don't see a friend invite though. Huh. Okay, 1, 2, 1. Oh, there you go. Wow, it's actually case sensitive. Okay, I just sent you one. So it might be under Noob Discoveries, or it might be under... No, it's under Noob Discoveries. I changed my my profile name used to be something else. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. Whoops. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. But nah, I just added you on Steam, and yeah, if you download and install Apex, I'd be glad to play with you sometime. Brand new episode has been added. Okay, so this is the next one. Save progress. Bam. Oh, PlayStation 2 has a lot of good games too. Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. That's all I can remember for whatever reason. But no, I grew up on PlayStation 2 too. No, actually, well, PS1, well, Super NES. Actually, I'm a bit older than you, so I'm more of a Super NES kind of player. PlayStation 1, Xbox, like the original Xbox, like it was a huge console. No, okay, back. You played Apex, like I actually play every weekend with my friends. But yeah, for sure, I don't play too much during the week because, well, the stream. And I go to sleep after the stream, but I do play a bunch on the weekends. Oh yeah, you got to get used to the keyboard mouse too, right? Oh yeah, and one Street Ball. I played the NBA Street. I wonder if that was the same or similar. But you did all like the little fancy moves, and it's kind of cartoony. Yeah, it was kind of cartoony. It was like Street Ball. Yeah, well, as the game said, Street Ball. But NBA Street was the same thing. Moshi Mosh, this is me, Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. What's up? You haven't called in a while. I've been busy. How you been? Why is this a black screen? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. I'm just teasing. Been great. Finally getting used to having my own place. It's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know you want me to hold evidence for you. Sharp as always, there's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I don't feel safe keeping the evidence. Ooh. Gotcha, so what is it this time? It's a clock. Oh, the statue, the thinker, tells you the time. You always like toys. Hey, not a little girl, sis. Now you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Had to take the clockwork out, sorry. Put some papers inside. Okay, this is gonna... They said this was gonna affect a case, right? Is that evidence? There's a possibility it might turn out that way. Can you come by tonight, 9 to pick it up? I'll be in pre-trial meeting until then. Expect dinner, something good, like burgers. Could really go for a good burger. Xbox, yeah, I know. NFL Street, NBA Street, Halo 1, 2, and 3. God, Halo 1, Halo 2. Halo 2 was fantastic on the Xbox. I mean, that's what my friends did. Early college. You could actually hook up the Xboxes together and we'd play 4-on-4, 8-on-8. That was awesome. Actually, I don't think we ever played 8-on-8, but I think we had 6-on-6. Because we could have 12, 3-on... I think we could have 3-on-3. Or maybe 5-on-5. You could do 4 split screen and then 2. I forgot how many TVs we had. But yeah, you could actually LAN the Xboxes. Make a LAN, rather. Okay, hit the usual joint. It's a deal. See you soon. I'll be waiting, man. Wait, Halo 5 was on the original Xbox too? Damn. I mean, that was just a great game. It was a great series of games. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27. Is that going to be important? September 5th, 8:57. So what, half an hour before? Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. Sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you're a poor liar. Why? See it right over there. Must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not cogniferous of my background? What does that mean? Cogniferous? Is that a word? I'm not doubting it, it's just I'm cogniferous. Gathering information is my business. I should have been more careful. Oh. Dear Miss Faye, very sorry. I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Oh. She did. Well, crap. Red, white, blue. But yeah, I'm sure, actually, Gamer Elite, I'm sure you could even watch a YouTube video about how to set up an emulator. I'm not sure if they have one for Xbox though. I think there is. There probably should be one, but I'm not positive. I only ever had one for Super NES, PlayStation 1, and PlayStation 2. And Nintendo. I had one for Nintendo too. September 5th, 9:08. Uh-oh, I'm late. Strange, guess the chief left without me. Said her sister was coming, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Mia. Wait. Examine. Wait, how do we move? Move. Office. Sis, someone's there. Oi. She dead. She dead, man. Who are you? Shouldn't we like call the police? Train girl dropped out cold, left her lying on the office sofa, went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Body was still warm, could feel it when I held her shoulder. All too quickly, began to fade, finally she was cold. Chief! Alright, let's examine the room. We got crusted with dried blood. Became the murder weapon again. No clues. Can I search her body? Chief! It's hard seeing her like this, but there are no clues here. Struck on the head. Thinker added to the court record. Some glass shards must be pieces of the glass light stand broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems like clues. Piece of paper falling from Mia's hands. Word is written in blood, scrap paper. Maya. Piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Add it to the court. I think that's enough snooping. I better call the police. Should have called the police first, but yeah. Find out what you're doing. I mean, we pretty much tampered with the crime scene. I better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. Someone was halfway through taking it apart. Someone screaming from outside. Oh. Staring right at me, holding a phone. Ledger book, everything written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting, small office. Chief was never good with machines, used his PC for his email, picked up this ancient model at some garage sale. Wait, did I get the messages? Is there anything else? Scattered on the floor. Wait, we already got that, right? Simple functional design. Okay, that was pointless. What is that? The magnifying glass is actually turning yellow when I'm over something. Office desk. Spend big on the stuff. Keep your own stuff. Important documents packed in here. Okay, go outside. Where'd she go? Put it right there on the sofa. Oh, there she is. Don't scare me. Okay, who are you? I work here. Maya Faye. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. Present. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her blood. Wrote it on the back of the receipt. It's my name. Why would she write my name? Calm down. Oh! The popos are coming. Freeze, police! Wow, they got up here really fast. Detective Dick Gumshoe. What an odd name. Received a report from the building across the way. Person saying saw a murder. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch. Like she wouldn't have. Whoa! Excuse me. Word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. Victim drew this here note in her blood. With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Okay. The killer? Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct. Well, that was quick. Mia's younger sister, Maya, is arrested on the spot. Taken in for questioning, didn't get out until the next morning. Eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. Had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07. Locked up like a well, I mean, she's a suspect, right? It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Of course I will. Cheer up. Did I say the wrong thing? She looks sadder. You don't think I could do it? No, no one could. Even you, when you found me in the office, looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? I never thought. It's okay, I understand. Also heard about you. Talking to my sister on the phone the other day. My junior partner's first time in court. How'd that go? It's quite the scene. I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. He crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. Well, we don't got 3 years. We got 1 day. Unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. Sorry. Didn't mean to insult you. At the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. Think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Talk. Day of the crime. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Morning, I got a call from sister. She wanted me to hold on to evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence. Clock shaped like the thinker. One Larry Day. How could that have been evidence in a case? She said something about that. I know, man. I got people dying left and right. You want to hear it in her own voice? Wait, what? I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. She has recording on her cell phone. Cell phone. Say you have a conversation with your sister? Let's hear it. I just remembered the detective took my phone. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask for it. Write you a note, don't forget. Okay. Maya's conversation, everything. And we'll talk to Maya. What's with that outfit? Called acolytes. Acolytes. Wear my uniform. Acolytes, people in religious training. What does it do? Nothing strange. I'm a spirit medium in training. It's pretty strange. Spirit mediums. Medium in training. A family, especially women, always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Mia was into this stuff too, of course. She left the mountain to follow her career. Powers for first class. Had no idea. Very real, honest to goodness spirit medium. Can't you contact Mia's spirit? Who can just ask who killed her? I'm still in training. Gonna do something on that level. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. Sister gave me this a long time ago. If I was ever in trouble, I should call him. You think you could go ask him to represent me? Sure. She doesn't trust me. I have no one else to turn to. What about your parents? They dead. Trial's tomorrow at 10. Wait, already? Damn, just... Government systems don't work that quick. You don't get a trial right after? What the hell, man? Murder or not, you still gotta find a jury. What if this guy refuses? Told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Give me until 4 this afternoon. Tell me about the day of the murder. I know it must be hard. It's okay. Faster, let's talk about it. Kind of got used to it. In the morning, I got a call from my sister. Okay, we already did this. Arrived at the office around 9. Smell blood. Lights off. Okay. Alright. Back. Move. New Grossberg. Okay. According to the receptionist, Big Boss is out. Couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything. Okay. There's nothing here. Can I examine? Table for clients. Elegant ebony case. Solid mahogany desk. Okay, I don't think we're gonna find clues. Okay. Go back to the law offices. I mean, we can find some clues. I don't know. All busily searching for clues. Oh, Gumshoe. We can talk about ask him about the phone. This is a crime scene. No trespassing. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy. Phoenix Wright. Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. Butts guy. He was a killer and you're a no killer, right? He was proven innocent. You were Detective I should call him something else. Suede shoes. Gumshoe, wasn't it? That's Detective Gumshoe. Get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey Dick, get over here. You're her lawyer, right? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Okay, talk. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know? She might have been your boss. Doesn't mean you get special treatment. Alright. Can see the report. Single blunt trauma. Death instantaneous, 9 p.m. And Maya. Sorry, pal. One trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? City's put prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. I'm sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth himself. Do you know him? No. No, I don't. Never heard of him. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Okay, so he's a young lawyer. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Wait, I do know him. Okay. Cold, heartless machine. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay, back. Oh, present. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? You think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second. Tricky. This guy's an idiot detective. Tell him not so straight. Something the matter? It says the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. That action here on TV, I see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. Wait, you got affiliate tonight? Congratulations, Gitson. What did you need to get that last? You have way more than enough followers, right? You needed the what? The views? The average views or our stream? Maybe it's the hour streams. But anyway, congratulations. It's pretty simple process. You just enter some of your tax information and yeah, it's not complicated, but I thought you were already affiliate. Cause you had like 7 people in your stream. Oh, you needed 4 followers. Oh, dude, I had problems with the views, so I'm like, I always assume it's the viewership, but yeah, you had more than enough viewers. But I'm surprised you only had that many followers. Cool. Congratulations, though. That's pretty awesome. Now people can subscribe to you. You can get emote badges. You can get the sub badges. It's kind of neat, you know? And there's tons of people out there who can make the badges for you and stuff. Unless you can make your own. Congratulations, though. Just worried it might... How long have you been streaming, Gitson? She said, yes. Okay, pal. Wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Okay. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversations. Wait, one more thing. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. No influence in the witness with your lawyerly ways. Oh, this lady. The witness? Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. just told me her name, yeah. You sent her home, trying your lawyer tricks on me. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. This guy's an idiot. I've already had my emote made by a buddy. Ooh, awesome. Pretty much the same as my profile picture. Oh, buddy. But you gotta get your sub badges too, right? I'm sure you're gonna get some subs. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel concentration. Try to get a detective to leak information. Time to pay a visit to Miss Maya. So this is a conversation. What's up? Haven't called. Actually, this is what we saw, yeah? It's a clock. I made it to look like that statue. the thinker, and it tells you the time. Probably tell you the... Had to take the clockwork out, put some papers. Leave that up to you, your imagination. Okay, back. Can we examine anything? His favorite potted plant. His desk. Alright, let's move. Hotel room. Not sure how long I've been streaming. Like less than a year. Just got some good friends and belong to some... Well, I mean, I think that's... As far as I've read, that's like the main way to get... To, you know, be part of communities. You kind of get those bonds. And if you ever do start streaming, like in your case, a lot of people will come by to support you and give you the views and such. No, but I like your stream. You got some good communication going on. You talk really well. You speak really well. You know, it's kind of fun. I mean, it's pretty fun to watch a stream. So yeah, I'm sure you'll get more followers and you'll get subscriptions and all that. You know, I've been streaming for like over 2 years, and I just got affiliate maybe... When did I get it? Maybe 3 months ago or so. Not that long ago. At the beginning of this year. So if you got it less than a year, you're doing something right. Alright, September 6th. Oh god, look at this lady. Hello there, handsome. You're the lawyer the detective told me about. Don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Tee-hee. It's all like something out of a movie. It's exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful witness. Pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Examine. Oh, whoa, what is that? Screwdriver stuck in this drawer. Wonder what's inside. Whoa, whoa, she turned psycho on us. What are you doing? No touching. Bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms. You wouldn't want to make me upset. Did you see her face when she was talking? Damn. She totally went psycho. Okay, she won't let us look in there. Ooh, a bed. Picture. Still seeing it. Should that be still life? Whatever. Flowers are fake. I don't think there's anything to use. Talk. This room. 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying with you. What amazing powers are. You must be one of those famous detectives like on TV. I'm just the lawyer, Mr. Big Detective. Why don't we go look for clues in the garbage? This maid doesn't like nosy little lawyers. That's exactly what happened. I was just hanging out with my buddies who I've met through Twitch and decided, hey, I could just stream from my PS4, BS with everyone, and eventually got to affiliate. That's great. That really is great, man. But no, this is when, I mean, assuming you want to continue on this path and you want to grow and kind of make a nice community, you know, you got to set all this stuff up. But you know, it's fun. It's fun. And you get to play video games and, you know, chat with your friends and whatnot. It could be a lot of fun. It's me. Who are you? You kidding on me? No, what? Just doing my job. You know you're cute when you blush. You're not even... She's kind of like... She has that... I don't know. It's like trying to be dumb. I hate people who act dumb, you know? Can you just tell me what it is you do? Had your little hopes up. No. God, she's so dumb. You could tell me something. What you observed at the time of the incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. You know that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing? What did you see when it happened? Just don't suppose you could tell me about it. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow. Okay, we got nothing here either. There's nothing really to present here. So let's go back to the detention center. Did you meet the lawyer? Haven't seen him. Oh, wait. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe he came back. Nope, he's still out. Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearance I've ever... Oh, this guy the lawyer? You're the one they say has been looking for me. That badge. Oh, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Well, yes. Yes, I am. What do you want? Not particularly busy these days? Please proceed. How come no one could get in touch with you? Yeah, where the hell have you been? Something the matter. I came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg. Well, here I am, boy. Boy, what do you want? Out with it. It's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Why the strange reaction? Ah, cha-cha. Oh, for sure. That's why I started streaming in the first place. I talked to myself when I game. I figured it would be nice to have people to talk... Yeah. You're telling me, Gitson. I am exact... You know, why not make some friends? Why not have chat with some people? Why not have people who might know the game better help me out, right? Well, that's my thing, you know, because I'm not really good at figuring stuff out a lot of the time. So having people who's played the games before and telling me what to do, like, yes, you know, like strategy guides. It's good to have a strategy guide. I'm really quite busy here, son. Can't go take a case. It's quite impossible. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? God, look at that. Look at that guilty face. Afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. He refused. Okay, let's talk to him. You're refusing. Okay, you refuse. Tell me why you won't take the case. I'm busy. That seems kind of shady. Client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. However, must refuse. Did you say something? I think not. What do you mean? Terribly, terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. Why? Why? And he can't say. But could you leave now? Nothing more to discuss. How did you know Mia Fey? He has nothing more to discuss, but he'll answer all the other questions we got. She worked here a long time ago, quite the apprentice. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission. You could see it in her eyes, followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back. That one. Painting. That's quite a painting. You noticed. My pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it. Wait, who says it's worth 3 million? Is it a famous painter? It's not for sale. Alright. Is there evidence to present to him? Probably not. I mean, he already not taking the case, so... Let's go back to the detention center. Sorry, Mia, you don't have a lawyer. Or, Maya. Find a lawyer. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. The guy was opposite of skin and bones. Oh, fat. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help. I've been abandoned. Well, what about your family? Only had my sister. Father died when I was young. I don't know where my mother is. I don't recall that detail, to be honest. I don't remember seeing the parents at all, but I didn't know the mother... Like, they didn't know where their mother was. I thought they were both just dead. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. Say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. Live by herself? I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. So who was this man? There was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it. Police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. They didn't use a spirit medium, did they? Police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Case was solved. You thought. Wait, what? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret. But a man found out about it, leaked it to the press, told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it. My mother became the laughing stock of the nation. Wouldn't the police be the laughing stock? They're the ones who used the spirit medium in the first place. Whites. Excuse me? Whites? My sister told me. Whites? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes. White. I mean, who's White? His name was White? Defend Maya. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Well, I can't abandon you. You're Mia's sister. No one is sad as a person without any friends. Someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. I know. Wait, I actually gets in. I was watching you play Enter the Gungeon, and you had that like automatic rocket launcher. I was surprised you didn't beat the game actually with that thing, because that thing was awesome. And even that the ice gun, the ice pistol that shot like the huge ice bullets, that was a super awesome gun too. That was a great run. I was thinking like you died on that, was a cannonball, right? And I think a few rooms before that, you took maybe 2 hits of damage because you stood in fire. I was like, oh god, get out of the fire! Because you were so close to beating the cannonball boss too. I totally thought you were gonna beat it, but you were low on life at that point, and you had what, 5 heart containers too. That was crazy. Like that looked to be like your run. I won't abandon you. You cannot count on me. So kind of you. Oh, she's crying. I don't think I've ever seen that gun unless I didn't unlock it yet. But yeah, that gun looked awesome. And it did tons of damage. I mean, it was auto rocket launcher. Automatic rocket launcher. Let's fight this one and get you out of here. So the trial's tomorrow, but we don't have any clues. You are innocent, right? Yes, I trust you. So you trust me. Just what was inside the strange woman's drawer? When I tried to look into the drawer, she got defensive. Are we going back to the hotel room then? Good afternoon. How would we get inside the room? I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy at your service. I just come up to deliver room service. Do you know where Miss May might be? Believe a guest is currently using the facilities. You no need of anything? I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. We could just stay in a room. Nice. Now's my chance to snoop. Almost forgot. I'm gonna ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Didn't Maya say something about White and her mother getting slandered, right? Of White. Where have I heard that name? White. Blue Corp. Yeah. That was his name, my sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. See what's inside. What do we have? Wait, what is that? Wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added. Oh, didn't we find in Mia's office that the receiver of her phone was fiddled with? I usually drink when I stream, and between being buzzed and trying to be... Wow, that explains everything, Gets and Jiggles. Explains everything. I have a hard enough time being sober and chatting and, like, you know, trying to interact with chat while playing Enter the Gungeon. Like, it's just a disaster. Being buzzed on top of it, yeah, that is... Ain't nothing good gonna happen with that. Totally understandable, though. Why would she have something like this? Alright. We're using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, for Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom? Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. I look forward to tangoing with you. I was like, what the hell is that word? Tangoing with you tomorrow. Doing the dance. Okay, what time is it? Oh, we got lots of time. Save your progress. We're going to court. So, I mean, like, again, that first case that we did was a tutorial. And now this is what we do. We go to different places. We interview different people. We examine different environments. And we kind of make sure we have the necessary... And the game... The good thing about this game is the game won't let us progress forward to the court until we find all the clues we're supposed to find. So, like the specific dialogue to move on to the court date won't trigger until I find all the clues. And that's a good thing, because I mean, it would definitely be a lot harder if we didn't find the correct evidence, but we still went to trial. Okay. Alright, 10 a.m. Court. Court is now in session. And apparently this is like the only judge in the entire city, because we always get him as the judge. Mr. Beard Man. Prosecution. Oh, he looks different. The guy didn't look like this in the video game. Prosecution is ready. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness or he'll be on me instantly. Please give the court opening statement. Your Honor, defendant Miss Maya Fey was at the scene of the crime. Prosecution has evidence she committed the murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case. Okay. If we may call a first witness, prosecution calls Chief Officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, state your name and profession. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us details of the murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. Body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by blunt object. Murder weapon next to statue of the thinker found. Oh, was a statue of the thinker found next to the body. Heavy enough to be deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands. Court accepts statue as evidence. You're still calling it a statue. Floor plan added to the court record. Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene. Can you tell me why? I have hard evidence she did it. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to court about this hard evidence. Alright, here we go. Pay attention. Pay attention, chat. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There are two people there already. Defendant Miss Maya Fey and the lawyer Mr. Phoenix Wright. I mean, why wouldn't they suspect Phoenix Wright as the killer? I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. Witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Couldn't see a single contradiction. Whoosh. Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. I'd like to begin a cross-examination. Alright. As soon as the phone call came, I rushed into the scene. What did you say you got a call from? Don't play dumb, you know who. Call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel. Right across from this crime street. Look, this is my life bar. If I get too many wrong objectives and stuff, that's how we lose. They're already there. There were 2 people there already. How long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene? I'd say it was about... Wow. Police don't respond that fast. This game is so unrealistic. 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. What is... Like the police station right next door? That means he ran all the way there, you know? There's no way he was there that fast. Quick response. So I got there before the killer got away. Who the 2 people you found on the scene were? Defendant Miss May and the lawyer Phoenix Wright. I'm absolutely sure it was us. What kind of question is that? Your tone back only will get you so far. Funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. I should pick my points to press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Faye. What's your reason? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. Did I say that? I heard you say it. Sorry, Gitson. Yeah, you kind of need all the information. So, this guy is who we are. And our former boss was murdered. And then that was the beginning scene. So, we're in court right now because the defendant, the person we're defending, was found at the crime scene and by the detective, and he is saying that she killed her own sister. So we're trying to defend the sister from getting prosecuted because she didn't do it, but we have to figure out what happened in that case. Yeah. But it's a puzzle game. It's a puzzle game. And what we have to do is kind of catch the witness or the testimony with lies and kind of present evidence and all that kind of stuff. What? Miss May isn't suspicious. And she sure isn't pink, pal. I guess she is pink. That's enough, detective. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? Okay. Wait, he has more proof? I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony. There's something that I should have told you about first. Okay, he's changing it now. Hold on. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Okay, that's this. A receipt. Mileage written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Yeah, no, the detective is pretty clueless. Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of like comic relief in that regard. autopsy report you got earlier said she died instantly, so she couldn't have... Ooh, good point. Great point, Jkiski. Nice observation. Well, he's giving the testimony right now, but when we get our cross-examination, we can show that. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. You're not wrong though, Kitson. That made me laugh. He's pretty clueless. He's gonna be... Oh no, my fan went off. Damn it. It's one of those things that detective will seem good because us as the lawyer are gonna find out who really did what. I have a question. Why didn't you testify about the vital evidence first? Because I'm an idiot. I'm real embarrassed, I forgot. Alright, we're gonna skip right to that, Jkiski. After securing the suspect. Okay, found a memo. Wait. Laboratory tests show the blood was the victim's. There's blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. It will present autopsy. Death was instantaneous.
Objection! Objection!
Detective Gumshoe. One thing I want to clarify. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note? She was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey. This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. The report from your department, immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. No butting your way out of this one, detective. Vance has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, well, when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When did we get it? The day after the murder, right? What you got, tricky man? It's outdated. The second autopsy report was performed yesterday. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. There is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes. That's not any evidence of anything. It just says possibility. What? How is that even anything? Just because there's a possibility doesn't mean it's true. Okay, it's possible. That is all. I mean, it's like Schrodinger's cat. I mean, you're right, Gitson. It's still... It undermines my claim. You're right. So whether we know she was alive or not is not the point. It's just that there's not enough evidence to support my claim. Yeah, okay. Fair enough, Gitson. You look shocked. Something you want to say? The detective's a sham? I'm a sham? I'm a sham. Detective's a sham. You're a sham. How could you give me a faulty report? Detective Gumshoe. This is true. This is true, Gitson. I'm disappointed in you handing him the wrong report. I'm sorry, sir. You're at fault, detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation. Oh, poor guy. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. May have lived for a few minutes. Oh god, okay. Evidence strongly suggests victim was identifying the killer. Okay. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. Poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Alright, I think this is where we kind of have to break down the case. Because I think this witness is part of who is in cahoots with the person who actually did the killing. But we have to catch her in the lie too, so. What's your name? April? Oh god. You guys didn't really see it because it was behind the big text. You know what? I can change the... Hold on. Text box. We'll have high transparency. I don't know if that helps. Not really. Oh, it does. Now you can see it. Boobs. April May, at your service. Okay, calm down, car. Introduction should not require a reaction. Witness will refrain from wanton winking. Yes, Your Honor. Already captured the heart. We're looking at boobs. It's cartoon boobs. I know it's not your cup of tea, Gitson. I know, man. You're getting all mad when your mod Kami was putting up the hentai girls or the anime girls, right? Tell us, where were you on the night September 5th? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. Why does she have her hands like that? Stupid. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel... Wait, are you Danish, Gitson? Because, what's his... one of your viewers, Den Glidden, baby? He said Den Gilden was Danish. I was like, I don't know what that means. I forgot what he told me it meant. Den Gilden. I don't know. You have like the European viewers in your chat. Hotel is directly across from. Okay. That's right, big boy. All right. Pay attention. 9 a.m. at night. Looked out the window. And then, saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end, that's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. Actually talking like a baby. I hate girls who talk like babies. I really do. I think it's annoying as heck. Just my opinion, but it's like, I mean, you're a grown adult woman. Why are you... it just sounds... I don't think it's cute. I don't find it cute. I know some women do it because some guys think it's cute. It just annoys me. It is remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any... Wait, we got cross-examination, buddy. I'll allow it. Dude, man. Freaking Twitch bot blocks everything. Alright. Den is Danish. Literally been learning. You got Danish trolls? Is that what it is? You're so loved, Gitson. I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm. Yeah, that's not what you're... Nah, you ain't talking about the witness testimony there, Judge. I know what you're talking about. You ain't talking about her testimony that's firm. I understand you're Miss Mia Fey's understudy. You must know her quite cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes. Got a Danish troll. Man, you got trolls from all different types of languages. Gladly proceed. Wait. Let's check the court record first. Okay. Wait, she said this happened... Oh, this is AM. Never mind. Broken remains of glass. Wait, how could she see anything if the lights were out? Okay. Oh, and her field of view. I don't know, does that show us anything? Okay, hold on. Okay. Alright, gotta think about this. 9 at night, looked out the window. I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was a mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Woman dodged to one side and ran away. I mean, there's no room to do. That girl, she caught up and hit her. I want to press... Dodge to... I want to press this. This part. She dodged what? The attack. Oh god, okay, that was nothing. Maybe press this. How did you know it was my client? Well, gee. She had a girl's physique. She was small. What? Could have been anyone. She caught up and hit her. Oh wait, I already did this one. Okay. Oh, that was the end of it. Okay, we're missing something. 9 at night, looked out the window. I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. I think it has something to do with the light being out. Like, how could she see, right? She had girlish... I just know. The testimony is bulletproof. I know, like a... I don't know, she keeps putting her hands up like that. Do we want to question this? Testimony stinks. I'm willing to bet... Oh, dude, oh god, I clicked. I didn't want to click that. What is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless. If you had really witnessed my client, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Oh look, she got the weird face. Hey, we picked the right thing. that was a total guess. She got that weird twitch going on. No one wears clothes like this except her. And I'm no expert, but her hairdo looks far from normal. The witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. Testimony is bogus. We don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. I saw her, so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that? She's acting like a cat. Rawr. What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary. Court would like to remind you to please omit nothing. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl. Okay, she's gonna change her testimony now. But I think that was the right thing to pick. I did see everything. Again, how could she when the light was knocked out? The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack, ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. That clock. How does she know it's a clock? She wouldn't know it's a clock from across the street. Looks like a statue, actually a clock. How would she know it's a clock? I think we caught her there. Dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. She hit her with that weapon. That clock. The thinker. The kind of statue-y clock. I'm gonna press. Yeah, didn't this come up? I'm gonna press. I'm gonna present the evidence. You'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty lawyer? Just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking. Exactly. Oh, there she goes. Twitchy eyeball. Another person much the same position recently called this a clock too. I was found guilty of murder. Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock? You know why? Because she was wiretapping and she heard the conversation between Mia and whoever she was talking to at the time. Probably that Mr. White guy. Mr. White from Blue Corps. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important? Not really. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Wait, no. That's kind of an important detail, you would think. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue the question. Huh? So what happens now? What happens now is answer me. How did you know it was a clock? Because I heard it from across the street? We've been to the law offices of Faye and Company. I didn't say that. Why would I go there? Wait, the clock is that loud? You could hear it? Not really, no. No, Your Honor, I'm not satisfied. It couldn't have rung. Oh, because there's a way you have to, Oh, that's right! Didn't have the clock machinery. Oh, that's right, Mia took it out to put in the evidence, whatever evidence she had. I totally forgot about that, but I was thinking you can't just... She had to toggle the clock to say the time. It couldn't have rung. Absolutely. Good. Way to pay attention, Jikiski. Maybe this game's a little too easy for you. Inconceivable, the clock in question rang. It's empty. Clock is missing, it's clockwork. Let's take a look. See anything interesting? The clock is missing, it's clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty, it couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat... Well, is she lying or is she making stuff up? I mean, I guess that's the same thing. She got mad because we called her fat. Tisk tisk. Now what? Quite a show. He knew the clock was empty. You've forgotten one thing. The clock is empty. It can't ring. We must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. Alright, again, Gitson, if you're still around. You know, without a doubt, right? So, he's putting into question... There's no way to prove when the clock was emptied of its guts. Absolutely. Ah, this guy's good. That's true. Clock might have been emptied. That is exactly what happened. Well, you can't say that. He can't claim that's exactly what happened either. It's just there's no way to prove. Recording of the conversation should have mentioned that she removed the clockwork earlier. Oh, that's right. You're right, Jay Kiski. The recording does say she removed it, and that's when Maya called her at like 9:30 in the morning. Oh ho, impossible. Jay Kiski, this game is a little too simple for you. Maybe I think I'm just dumb, because it took me it took me a while to figure this stuff out. I do not have the attention. I don't have the attention to detail. Proof is everything. I'll now show you the proof. Right? What's up? I don't know, Mr. Sherlock J. Kiski. I should put the clock isn't working. Alright. Bam. Present. Take a look. Oh ho, girly phone. It's my phone. This is the defendant's cell phone, contains recording. Recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Defendant's cell phone, this wasn't brought to my attention. Look at this. I like the reactions in this game though. Look at him. He's all stressing out now, isn't he? Oh dude, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, we can finish this case up and we'll call it a night. I think we're getting close to getting to at least the second part of the game. Second part of the case, rather. He's up for evaluation. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you want me to hold on to the thinker? If you could. The clock isn't talking. It's not working? That's lame. Alright. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear. Clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Well before the witness even arrived, I can tell. Yeah, in your face, stupid girl. You big fat liar. How did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. Well, she couldn't have seen it at a store because it was handmade by Mr. Butts. Larry Butts. Yes. This is directly contradicts a piece of evidence. Made by Larry Butts. It says right here. The clock was never in any store. A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Oh, she's an idiot. I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Excuses not on sale today. Oh, nah. She's going Super Saiyan. Whoa. Dude, she went all ugly face now. Look at that. We got her on the ropes. What's it up to you, Porcupine? Oh man, name calling now. Tisk, tisk. That stupid clock doesn't matter. She did it, and she should die for it. Die. Whoa, let's not get ahead. Let's court the law. Witnesses will remain calm. Showed us your ugly side. Silly me. Yeah, no, you lost it. Lost it big time. Scared. Remember, boys, don't put your D in crazy. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Allow me to explain. I see the truth. Wait. You knew the weapon was a clock because you heard about it with the wiretap. The witness had never held a clock. However, she had heard that it was a clock. That is correct. No other way. She could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Show me the evidence the witness had heard the weapon. I mean, just because we have the wiretap that was found in her hotel room though, doesn't mean she used the wiretap to listen to that conversation either. So I don't know what's gonna happen there. Have a look. I found this in Miss May's room. Please explain. You were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone. Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure it is. Objection overruled. Troubles me that our witness was in possession of her wiretap. But there is, again, there is no proof that she used the wiretap to listen in on that specific conversation. You're on pretty late for her fans trying to hook you with. Don't even worry about it, Gitsin. I'm just here to play some games, make some friends. I'm glad you could stop by. Congratulations again on your affiliate status. Looking forward to a lot more streams from you though. But thanks for stopping by. See you later. Have a good night. And yeah, don't worry about the host or anything like that. You know, whenever you can. Awesome. Anyway, have a good weekend. If I don't see you. If I don't see you later. Troubles me with that? Okay. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Even if that is the case, you still have to prove it, yeah? Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? Wait, I can prove it? The proof? Yeah. Thank you very much, Gits and Shiggles. Gits and Shiggles, everyone. He does have a stream. Just, well, I mean, as you've been hearing, he has his own stream. Just made affiliate. Please go check him out. Kind of a chill streamer too. Variety. Kind of plays whatever. Whatever he feels like. Proof: the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Well, right? My cell phone. Yeah, exactly, Jay Kieski. Hey man, I get shout out to streamers all the time. Well, no, not all the time, but don't worry, we'll bring some views to your side as well, Gitsin. We've seen that. One more. Wait. What's up? Blah 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 blah. It's a clock. It's a clock. Objection! Look at the witness' face. Does she see me mute? Again, that's not evidence. Defense demands answers. Oh, she got angry. How do you even say this? Goof. Did you tap her phone? She could just lie. You lawyer. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. So I'm the bad girl, is that it? She's gonna, what, crocodile tears. Now to deal. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? We can't accuse her of the murder because we have no evidence showing she murdered the person. But we have evidence about the wiretap. So that's why I picked that. Answer the question. Do I have to? Isn't tippity tapping irrelevant? Miss May, you're tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? It's very circumstantial. I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking, okay. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. Wait, I say, wait, we gotta catch her in something else, I guess. Killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the bellboy. Iced coffee. Like normal coffee. Yeah, okay. If you don't drink it quick, ice melts and then you have regular cold coffee. That's not what iced coffee is. I think I'm making this up. Ask the bellboy. Witness was not on the scene at the murder of the... We didn't say she was at the scene. Where does that leave us? My great displeasure to inform you. Witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Okay. Testimony stands, she saw the defendant Maya Fey commit murder. There's no way I can win unless I tie Miss May to the murder. Okay. Call the bellboy? I think that's all we can do, right? Call the bellboy. Vance would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Something suspicious, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Objection! I object to calling the bellboy. What's your reason? I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine this bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Well, that's fair enough, yeah. You must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss... Well, that's... He still hasn't necessarily proven... Well, I guess no. Oh, wait, that's what he's saying. If we're accepting Miss May's testimony as true, then Maya killed me. Okay. I think we accept that condition. God, it's 10:15. I kind of don't want to stop in the middle of this though, so we'll keep going. You fell right into my trap. I got my trap card. Very well. Court calls a hotel. So we're gonna catch. We have to close this court case with this witness. Otherwise, it's gonna be accepted as April May's testimony is gonna be accepted as fact, and that'll mean Maya's guilty. Okay. Does look like a bellboy. Like he even brought his tea set and cookies. Tea set looks rather heavy, without further ado. Alright, pay attention, pay attention. Miss May's room service. Head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel for 4 generations. Received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest. So not necessarily 9, just after 8. Asked for an iced coffee to be brought... Oh, never mind. There you go. Brought to her at 9 on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May. Okay, there's no holes for that. We have to press somewhere. Definitely not that. I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest. I'm gonna press here. 9 on the dot. I confirmed that detail several times, watching a program on TV and wished to drink after she finished. Brought it to her at precisely the requested time. Why would she be so particular about the time? Delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. This is the end of the testimony. You sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely. Well, when I brought the room service, the guests favored me with an embarrasser. What is that French for embrace? Oh, kiss. Why would she have done that? She was momentarily by my prim demeanor. I think Miss May was up to... Okay. Tisk tisk. Finally you understand. Bellboy had absolutely no reason to lie. The witness may leave the stand. What are we missing? Wait, if it happened... Wait, if it happened at 9, she couldn't see. How was she looking out the window? Right? If it happened at 9, how would she have time? She was too busy getting her coffee to look out to see what the murder was happening. Well, I'm gonna protest, but... Objection! I must object. Charade of justice has gone long enough. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Wright, give you one more question. Check and wait, what do I ask him about? Oh, room service. Why would I ask him about bed making or rooms? Yeah. Again. At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May. $18 charge, holy crap. Iced coffee for 2, wait, for 2. And we don't skimp on the ice. Rather quite. Tell us the truth, was someone else staying in Miss May's room? That was objectionable. The witness will answer the question. I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait. It was Mr. Edgeworth? Wait, what? He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't asked specifically. Ah, this slime ball. You fool. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. When you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? The man with Miss May, obviously. Who else would it be? Your Honor, as had been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Yeah, slimeball. Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough! Court acknowledges the defense's arguments. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Alright, so we ended... I think this is part 1 of the case. It's all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Alright, September 7th, 224. Mr. Wright, you're amazing. I think I might be your newest fan. Just doing my job. What other attorney was pretty cool? No, he wasn't. That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers down up my spine. So what happens with me? You go back to jail. Case is still ongoing. I don't think so, not yet, yeah. I got a great lead in today's trial. That man with Miss May, he's the key. Probably the Mr. White guy, I'm thinking. What happened to Miss May after that? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work well. I don't know, is that obstruction of justice? Because she was caught lying. She was caught lying specifically. She's probably at the detention center now, or maybe it's for the wiretapping. Case is far from closed. Yes, sir. Going to find out more about this man. You think he was the one who? Maybe. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. Counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial, but now that I have it, not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. There's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. Victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Time to hit the pavement, do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Alright. Save. Okay. I have a feeling we're gonna be running into these kind of situations where I go overtime just because I don't think we can save in the middle of the trial. Like, and if we just quit the game, we're gonna have to start from the last save point. Yeah, so I'm well, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna call it a night here. So this is the game. That's pretty much the game. We look for evidence. We examine the different environments we can. We interview different people. We go to the courtroom, and then we have to catch the witnesses in a lie or contradiction, etc., etc. But that's pretty much the whole game, and all three games. It's a little simple for some of you, J Kiski. I definitely had a little. I definitely had a harder time myself. It took me a lot longer to actually think of everything that I had to go through, and it's not like I was a little kid when I played this. I was in college at the time, so it's not. You know, it wasn't like I couldn't reason my way through it. I'm just not very good at reasoning as well with those kinds of things. So it does take me a little longer. But I mean, don't worry about it. You can keep giving tips and not tips, but you can keep giving suggestions. That's not a problem at all. I mean, we're playing the game together. So yeah, by all means, if you got it solved or if you have tips to think about, let me know about it. Please continue what you're doing. No offense at all if you solve it before I do. But thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. I hope to see. Again, no stream tomorrow. I did mention that yesterday. I'm gonna say it again tonight, of course. No stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be hanging out with friends after work. I don't think I'll get home in time for the stream. I will try to make it up on Saturday. It's gonna be an afternoon stream, so for those of you who live 12 hours ahead of me, it'll probably be like in the morning for you. So unfortunately, you might not be able to see it, but those others who live like on the mainland in North America will be able to watch it, and I'll stream a little longer too. So I think that's what I'll do. And I'll mention it in the Discord and Twitter as well. But thanks for watching. Hope to see you on Saturday. If not, Monday's coming up. I'll probably go through all three games because I think I'm gonna say there's only like 3, maybe 4 cases max, and it's only gonna, we should be able to get through one court case a stream at the very least, if not 2, or at least, or maybe 1.5. But even going through all 3 games, it would only take us a couple weeks to do it. Well, yeah, and I made a point to go through all the games in a series that I have ever since. What game was it? Fear, the first-person shooter that I played. Ever since Fear, I made it a decision that if I have all the games in a series, I'll go through them one after the other. Because I used to play one, and then after I finished one, I would take a break and move on to a different game. and then go back to the sequel later. But I found that it kind of, like, I would forget kind of the storyline a bit between the games. And I think just playing them consecutively is better. As far as keeping the timetable in one place and assuming, you know, and the games connect to each other too. But sometimes they don't. So, but thanks for watching. Hope to see you on Saturday or Monday. But have a great weekend. Stay safe. Keep on gaming. Let me see. I'm going to check real quick if there's anyone to host. Rarely there is, unfortunately. But you never know. I wonder if anyone else is even streaming Phoenix, right?
Pick up the pace.
Probably. Oh, there's a bunch. Never mind. There's like 6 people, 5 people, 6 people. Man, this guy's got 21 viewers watching him play Phoenix, right? All right. Okay, I'm gonna actually skip on this host for tonight, but I'll see you guys next time. See you later, Noobsters. Bye bye.